What is up, YouTube? It's Greg. No Jimmy here. Uh, he is Jimmy. Literally 30 seconds before we were ready to connect, Jimmy's Wi-Fi went completely south, and I thought it was my connection, but I could see that things are still running on my side. So Jimmy shot me a message and said, "Here's the summary," and we came up with a game plan really quick. So, um, so welcome everybody. Thanks for joining us on. Let's see, it is AI Driven Business Live, day 14. 14. This will be our 14th day in the can here. This is awesome. And again, I'm your host, one of your hosts, your co-host, Greg Flint. Let's see. See, Jimmy is so much better at this than I am. So we've got our summary of the previous episode that Jimmy has put together in ChatGPT. Feeds the text from, or the transcription from the previous episode into into Google to see what it comes up with. Oh, and yesterday we had a very abbreviated version. We had a few things we needed to talk through, and so we only had about a 2-minute version. So I will read this, and then we will be off to the races. So in the last episode of AI Driven Business Live, Daily Live 13, there's Jimmy. The host mentioned it would be a short one, as they had some private discussions to have regarding the direction of their project, whether it be drip irrigation solutions or other parts of the AI-driven project. Dun, dun, dun. They also provided a quick summary of the previous episode where they discussed their affiliate marketing website, Drip Irrigation Solutions. Although it doesn't say Drip Irrigation Solutions, it says Drippy Irrigation Solutions, which is awesome. Anyway, Drip
That'd be a
Irrigation
great
Solutions.
private label name, by the way, for
like
a drip
Drippy,
irrigation
Oh,
system. Drippy,
I love it. I love it. And how they generated article topics related to drip irrigation systems using ChatGPT to create SEO optimized content to drive traffic to their site. They also experimented with different design elements and content strategies. The hosts announced they would be back on the show Wednesday, April 26th, 3:15 Central. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Jimmy Smith, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Excited
I'm so
to be
glad
here.
that your Wi-Fi came back, I think,
Yeah.
or you connected to your hotspot. I'm not sure.
No, Wi-Fi did come back, so it worked out.
Nice. All right.
Yeah. So
I'm going to move myself back over to my rightful spot.
okay.
I feel odd being on the left side.
Right.
And yeah. So anyway, where were we? Let's see. Jimmy is really the master of all this. Go ahead.
You're good. We are Daily Live 14, AI Driven Business Daily Live 14. I don't know if you did that.
I did.
But we also, I will just say this now, we will be back tomorrow, Thursday, April 27th at 1:15 Central, 2:15 Eastern. And so you can expect to see us then as well. I believe that we need to put together, and they're finished putting together, the article that we had ChatGPT make for us. I did pull up a website, a resource that I like to use as well that we can go through for plagiarism checker and stuff like that. And actually, this is a really good website anyway. Let me see if I'm going to find a short link or something to it. Because, yeah, let's try this. Anyway, it is Entree Resource. Hold on. Greg, I'm going to post or send you this separate link, since you're the one sharing your screen.
Sure thing.
And I will post it. Oh, cool. I can put it in the private chat of StreamYard. Ooh. There you go. It's there.
Nice.
I don't know how to get a shorter link for people for that.
Ooh, boy, this is interesting. I like it. Is this... Oh, okay. Entree Resource. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you scroll down, there's a ton of different prompts that can be used for entrepreneurs, which I really like that. But also, if you go further, there's third-party tools and resources, and there's 3 or 4 different up at the top AI-generated content detectors and plagiarism detectors. The first one is actually an open AI plagiarism detector, and so yeah, it works fairly well.
Cool.
So I figured we could probably use it.
Yeah, I can absolutely do that. Hopefully it will allow me in.
Perfect.
AI text classifier. Oh, okay. Huh, that's funny.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'm just reading through current limitations. Wow. AI generated text can be edited easily edited easily to evade the classifier. Well, let's take this content and I'm going to clean it up a little bit because we literally don't do things on AI driven business unless we are live.
Right.
For better or worse.
Right.
For all of you that get to watch me editing a Google document. All right, conclusion. Copy and paste. Let's see. Oh, nice. I love it. The classifier considers the text to be unclear if it is AI generated. So each document is labeled with, okay, all right. So it's basically a 5-point scale from very unlikely, unlikely, unclear, possibly, or likely.
Okay.
I wonder how.
You can also try one of those other links from that resource that I sent you and see if it'll give you a better score or something.
Yeah, like this guy, AI-generated content
try the web-based.
detector. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if it'll charge you.
How robotic is your content? Let's see. Check for AI content. Predicting. It's scanning. It's doing
unclear.
Unclear. Got it. All right.
Okay. I like how it highlights. And it actually got the word count correct, I think.
Yeah. Amazing.
Unlike ChatGPT.
Right.
So it gives us the things that should probably be changed so that we aren't.
It does?
Yeah, over on the results there, orange and red.
And
then yellow. So that way we can change some of it. We also didn't, oh goodness. We also didn't read through this to even see
details, Jimmy, details. I'm kidding. So I'm not certain that I understand what these things mean. Possibly. Huh. Interesting. Highly likely to be AI generated. So maybe what we do is highly likely. Yeah, please go ahead.
Take the whole thing and paste it into ChatGPT, but say before we paste it in there, say rewrite this article to have a better flow and make sense for a blog on drip irrigation, and have it kind of rewrite it for us first.
And maybe we have it condense it into. So the challenge I think we're going to have is the word or the character limitation.
Yeah, I'm assuming we could have it just continue every time. So once it hits its limitation, I always tell it continue, and it usually is fine. But
interesting.
We can try it.
Yeah, let's give it a shot. Please rewrite this. And do we want to give it a kind of a loose target? We know it can't count things, but please rewrite this with like 1,000 words, targeting 1,000 words, or just please rewrite it for clarity.
Yeah, please rewrite this for clarity and make it I'd like to give it
Not appear to be written by an AI. Wait.
yeah, I'd like to give it a different tone of voice or something, but and make it.
I was like Ryan Reynolds. I like everything Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds, if you're watching this, I like everything you do. That's all. Yep.
Please
Do you
rewrite
think
this
he's
for
watching?
clarity. No. I wish that'd be awesome. And make it more succinct. By removing duplicate information. And I would say at the beginning, please rewrite this blog post for clarity.
Okay.
So that way it knows that it's a blog post and hopefully we'll format it correctly.
Sure.
And you can even tell it, format this in a blog post. Or please write it in a blog post format. Like at the end of that.
Oh, got it. Please. Like this, you mean?
Please format your response in a blog post manner or format or something.
Got it.
That's good.
Cool. All right.
Perfect.
Do your thing, ChatGPT. Do your thing. Oh, the amazing benefits of drip irrigation systems for home gardens. I like it already. Good job, ChatGPT.
Oh, there we go. It's changing it up a little bit. That's what I like to see.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
Doing bullet points, which is a little confusing because it's probably going to do it all in one prompt.
Yeah.
It basically just rewrote the outline.
Yeah. And I don't. You have failed us, ChatGPT.
Yeah. Tell it 1,000 words with no bullet points.
Yep.
Try that. Just rewrite the prompt.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. I was like, wait, where am I?
Please format your response as a blog post with no bullet points and between 1,000 to 1,500 words.
All right. Where do I save at the bottom of this? There we go. Yeah. Save and submit. All right. And for those of you watching along at home, and couldn't necessarily see. So yeah, it kind of typed out bullets, which was not at all what we were looking for.
Okay, this is better.
This is already much better. Yes. Already way better.
It's already 4:30. Okay. Wow. 3:30. Wow. Your 10.
Time flies when you're going through these things consistent and accurately. Some of these are a little bit shorter. I like that.
Yeah.
There we go. Rounding the bend.
Huh.
So that is way more than
300 words.
I mean, yeah, it feels like
all right.
I would ask it how many characters, but I'm quite positive that it doesn't know. It has no idea.
It says now.
$3,700 characters.
How many words it comes out to be?
Yeah. I'm guessing it's going to be
unclear.
Where? Oh,
there we go.
Nice.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
All right. And how many words? 527 words.
ChatGPT. Why can't you count? I don't understand. Should we just not even bother to tell, I would really appreciate it if it started, and this is really good feedback for the OpenAI team. Just say, I don't care about numbers. I can't even, I'm not even gonna try.
Right.
Not even interested in trying to deal with your numbers. Between 1,000 and 1,500 words. Okay. Yeah, now that I look at it closer, it's although, yeah,
Still wasn't
it's
300.
shorter. What's that?
It still wasn't 300 like I thought the maximum prompt thing was, or not prompts, but the maximum
Yeah,
response was.
but it was under the 4096 character limit, which
Yeah.
I'm wondering if it. Um, so let's do this. Please, let's just delete this. Because I'm wondering if it is confused about when we say blog post. Does it have preconceived notions about what a blog post is?
Can we
And while you
also
and I
change
go
it?
ahead.
Okay. I was going to say, can we
Yeah.
also tell it to not make it more succinct? Just say remove duplicate information and see what it does.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it made it really succinct. Please rewrite for clarity and remove. That's good. Duplicate information and write it in the voice of Ryan Reynolds. Dude, the number of times that I'm like, this is awesome, and I have a Ryan Reynolds writing machine. It's pretty funny.
It's awesome.
Yeah, yep. I don't know why. They definitely get their money's worth. Mint Mobile gets they get their money's worth on me on their ads because I watch the whole thing because it's hilarious and
Yeah.
I laugh.
Well, which Ryan
I'm like,
Reynolds no longer owns.
true.
Mr.
Do you
Billionaire now.
recall? Yeah, he had a minority stake. I read the article. He bought a minority stake for uh no, I'm sorry. Can't remember the details. I'm gonna screw it up. But basically he did. Yeah. So he's only gonna make like 300 million off of this.
Oh,
Come on. Yeah.
wow.
Nickels.
Uh-huh.
Grow up, Ryan Reynolds. Grow up. Um Yes.
Okay.
So I think he traded 25%. He basically got 25% to do all of the ads.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, and we're back, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
This looks short.
All right.
Yep.
How about
I just want to paste it into. Wait. What's happened? Go ahead. How about?
I was just gonna say, how about telling it to double the word content for that? Make that post twice as long, and see what it
Do
does.
you want me to just do it like down here?
Yeah, that's fine. Just say make the above response twice as long, and see what it does. Maybe it'll have you click continue. You know.
It's like, Greg, I'm kind of tired of your questions. All right, there we go. Wow, it's even shorter. So the redo by removing succinct, it was even shorter
Wow.
than, yeah. It went from 3,700 characters to 3,100 characters and 460 words. And yeah, yikes.
Wow. Right.
I think this is good though, because um, I believe there are a lot of people who sit back and go, "Oh yeah, we're just gonna have AI crank out, um, have AI crank out like just pages and pages of of content, and it's
Mhm.
gonna be awesome." And the reality is that it's maybe a little bit harder than
Right.
what we had originally imagined.
I totally agree.
But I do think
One of my
I
one of
do
my
think
first prompts was like, write me a 30,000 word book just to see what it would do. And it was like, I'm going
write
to
a
take a couple
book.
days to do that. Give me until tomorrow and I'll send you a link. And then I went,
Seriously?
it did. And I came back the next day and was like, hey, where's my link? You said you'd get it to me by tomorrow. And it sent me a link to a Google Drive folder or page. So I clicked that link and it said, this document doesn't exist. So it started making up Google Drive links to, it was crazy.
So I've
I
never done
kept
the
coming back and
continue
saying,
thing. So I
yeah,
just
yeah,
say continue.
yeah.
Oh wow,
Um,
that's awesome. Keep going.
right.
Sorry.
But I kept coming back and saying, hey, this Google Drive link doesn't work. It's saying it's not responsive. And it kept being like, oh, sorry, here's the link. And it would be different. And it would say this document has been removed or this document doesn't exist every time. So
Oh
it
my
can't
gosh.
handle something like that.
And I love the fact that in so from a computer science standpoint, the thing that we all have to remember is that, with all due respect to you, ChatGPT, it's not a real person. It has no legitimate intelligence.
Yeah.
It All it is an algorithm that's been highly trained on a gigantic set of data and then honed using human feedback.
Mm-hmm.
And so it it's funny, it doesn't actually produce. So when you think of it like from a bits and bytes standpoint, all it's doing is producing something that it thinks is that feels content ish.
Right.
Like
Right.
it doesn't know what content is. It doesn't know what an article is. It's just uh, go on, please. Hopefully, it understands what I mean. Okay, good.
I
I'm
was
like,
worried
we're gonna
about
have
that one.
fun with this Chat GPT. Yes, but no, it's fascinating because it. I was chatting with a guy in a separate group, and he's like, the thing is, Chat GPT, it responds with the confidence of an eighth grader. And I was like, that is such a perfect example. And he
Yeah.
spent years as a teacher, but I'm like, it's so perfect because it's like, I remember I bet my dad when I was probably 6, and you'll laugh at this. And I don't know how old you were when the Royals and here's the conclusion. When the Royals and the Cardinals played in the World Series, and
1986, or was that 86?
yeah, it sounds about right. Yep.
I was -5.
All right, there we go. That helps. So I was 9, and I bet my dad's like, "Oh man, Missouri World Series," and I'm like, "It's Kansas City," and I thought I was, smart, and he's like, "No, they're both in Missouri," and I'm like, "It's Kansas City. It's in Kansas," and he's like, "Do you want to bet?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And my mom was like, "Do not bet your dad on that." Like, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm 100% sure."
Yeah.
And I had the confidence of, well, I was a fourth grader, but yes. So that's the problem with Chat GPT is it's going to spit everything out and it's got the confidence of an eighth grader. And
Yep.
then, unfortunately, it has no idea where Kansas City actually is. Therefore, it's terribly wrong. But that's the only problem, or that's the biggest problem, is it doesn't have like I don't really know what I'm talking about, so take this with a grain of salt. It's like, this is article-ish.
Yeah.
Feels kind of accurate, right? Whatever. So now let's copy all this
Mm-hmm.
and paste all this in. I'm actually gonna paste it in here.
Okay.
Our introduction.
Yeah, I legitimately asked ChatGPT, "Can you count?" And it said, "Yes, I can count."
So my friend Lance posted something, and he only put like 10 characters, maybe 20, I don't know. But he's like, how many characters is that? 18. Count again. Oh, I'm sorry, 19. And he's like, oh my goodness. And I'm like, it can't count words either, if that makes you feel any better, which it doesn't.
It's so
All right,
crazy.
so let's take this and paste this in here. It's way more. Good. Check for AI content. Do the same here.
I think it made it way more too. We asked for something twice the length, and it made it way bigger.
Way more. 3,000
3,000 words.
words. Dude, your book's almost done here, Jimmy. All we have to do is keep saying, make it a little, just a little bit.
Yeah.
How about 6 times?
Is it really 3,000, or did you copy both of them?
I may have
Like, do
copied
you
both
have
of
two
them.
of them connected?
I hope so. I maybe did. Yep, I'm dumb. I
You're
selected
good.
all.
Okay. I was like, that was a lot of
I'm
words
like,
for
I give
3
up.
responses. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Good catch. Well done. Okay, that feels. Yeah, so I'm guessing it'll be back up to 1,500. I guess this is going to be unclear again. All right. So we're
56%.
back to, yeah. So I did read. That's funny.
This is proving to be more difficult than I
Yes.
thought.
Well, and so agreed, which, and so this is the point, like, and you and I had talked about Pat Flynn a little bit yesterday, um, as we were chatting privately. One of the things, and I don't know if it's still his tagline, but Pat Flynn used to say and if you're not familiar with Pat Flynn of Smart Passive Income, he used to call himself the crash test dummy of passive income strategies. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. So he would try things so that other people didn't have to. I think we can develop a process that cleans this up and makes it less AI generated. I'm just not sure that we're going to be able to do it at scale in the way that we want. And I might be wrong, but how are you feeling? What are your thoughts on this one, Jimmy?
Well, I don't know. I think that there's two approaches. One can be, all right, we want the site to be as good as possible. And so we want to make it as SEO friendly as possible since it's an affiliate marketing site. So going through all of these extra steps makes sense. Taking more time makes sense. If I were building this out on my own and I was spending a couple hours a day, I would absolutely make take a bunch of extra time. There's also the approach of, well, let's get a bunch of stuff done quickly and see how Google responds to the AI generated content. And we can have ChatGPT continue to clean up the articles it's making like it did here, but be 56% fine. I don't know how Google will see that since it's very unclear.
Right.
So
and there's only one way to find out, and that's to test it. And one of the things that we still haven't done is to actually read through it, make sure it makes sense, remove content that doesn't really make sense, et cetera, et cetera. And so maybe part of that process will be, um, maybe part of that process will be just us going through, reading it, and going, we can trim some of these things down, knowing that we have plenty of content. We're not anywhere near, a lower end threshold.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the approach that we take. Um, yeah, yeah. I mean, I think that does make sense.
Okay. So we want to read through it.
I think, yes, I think we should.
Should I read it out loud? It's 4 pages.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I'm gonna
That'll
go
take.
with a I'm gonna go with a no. Here's what I think we should do. Um, I'm happy to read the screen on camera, like not read out loud, but just read through it. I shared a link to this document with you. And so if we both want, do we both want to read through it, or do we want to divide and conquer? What do you think?
Let's both read through this first one, see how it
Okay.
goes.
Got it. Got it. So you can tell, for everyone watching, our enthusiasm for reading a 4-page document, which this kind of gives you an idea of where our heads were at yesterday when we're like, where do we want to go with this? It's these sort of things that I think Jimmy and I look at and say, I can think of better things to do with my time than reading through a document about drip irrigation systems for home gardens, and their benefits. But this is part of the process that we're going through right now. We'll continue heads down, read through, and at least maybe we'll spend no more than 5 or 10 minutes reading through, uh, and then yeah, feel free to use whatever markup or um, yeah,
No, it's interesting, Greg.
we'll
Before I do this,
yeah,
hold on. Let me share
yeah,
my screen. I opened up the
please,
document,
yes.
and here is what pops up. Let me, this one, yeah. Share. Look at what popped up for me. That's pretty crazy, right? I mean, Google
That
has
is
to
pretty
know
crazy.
we're doing this project.
Yeah. So the answer is yes, he's in all day long. And I don't know
Mhm.
if so for anybody who doesn't know, so Google is rolling out, so Google launched Google Bard, which is their AI assistant, large language model similar to ChatGPT. They rolled that out directly after, quite hastily, in my opinion, as a result of, oh my gosh, we have to we have to have some answer. We can't let OpenAI take all of the headlines. And then um, and then Microsoft did the thing where they're going to take ChatGPT and put it into all their stuff. Google is in the process of doing the same thing within Google Workspace. The only problem is you can only get that right now. You can only get it in individual accounts. They don't offer it for Google Workspace. So Jimmy has a Gmail account, for lack of a better term, whereas 413 we're a Google shop, and I have Google Workspace, and yeah, so we're not. So I'm a little jelly. I'm not gonna lie. Got a little
Well,
green with envy.
I
I
went
know
and did the
you're like,
sign up, and here's what it says. Unfortunately, you're on the wait list. So we'll send you an email
ah,
when it's your turn to
awesome.
try the
Well,
labs program.
all right, I'm less jealous now.
Yeah.
But now I'm curious. I'll check later my Gmail account because I did sign up for it in my Gmail account, my personal Gmail account. So
Okay. All
anyway,
right. Let's get
that
to
is
reading.
funny. All right, I'm going to read silently and slowly as I normally do. I'm going to turn this on to suggesting just
Okay.
so I don't overwrite stuff.
And I highlighted that because I'm like, we might want to just take it out.
Yeah, so I would say delete stuff, and if you want to turn on suggesting mode as well, just feel free to delete stuff, and then we'll.
Okay.
So one question before we read too much further. I know at one point we had it write it at a certain grade level. Let's feed it into the word counter thing and tell us what grade level, because I feel like, oh no, it's still,
Just went all
oops,
purple.
I messed up, sorry. I still selected the whole thing, and I didn't mean to select the whole thing. I'm just curious if it went up, because it feels a little more, no, it's still, all right. Just wanted to make sure.
Okay.
There was a
Perfect.
furthermore, and I was like, furthermore? All right, and we're back. Your editing is top notch.
Thank you.
You're toning back the like, yay, which I appreciate.
Okay, we're just past 5 o'clock.
Yep.
I have another call that I just realized. I didn't know it was that late already. But
yep, I think we'll wrap up and we'll circle back
Cool.
tomorrow on some conclusions. But
Okay.
yes, if you want to, there you go. Tomorrow, 1:15 Central, 2:15 Eastern.
Yep.
We read an article. We wrote an article and we read an article.
Yes.
Awesome.
All right. Everybody have a great
Excellent.
rest of your evening. Bye.
Thanks.